What's good, you guys? You know who it is, man. It's your boy, Mr. Relentless Lex, and I'm back like I never left this mother. Yes, Sirski. Hello, somebody. All right, so you guys, man, we got Beyonce in the video again today, bro. Another Beyonce video. She's staying in the headlines right now, bro. She is staying in the headlines. She's spiraling downhill. I don't know if you guys can tell, but she's spiraling downhill, and it's saying that she may try to do something to herself, as you can see the title. And she's depressed, and she blames it on her mom. But you cannot blame it on your mom, B. Blame it on the industry, or either blame it on the rain. One of the two. Choice is yours.
So, word on the street is that Beyonce is depressed and tired of the music industry. She is feeling controlled and pressured and is allegedly even planning a grand escape. Based on reports, Beyonce even allegedly previously tried to end it all because of everything she has been through over the years. And she allegedly blames everything on her mother, Tina Knowles. Baby, the Beyonce tea this couple of weeks has been crazy. And if you don't believe anything else, believe this. She is allegedly tired and she's done. And I'm gonna be breaking down why. So get seated. Okay, in case y'all haven't noticed, since 2022, Beyonce has been working like a mad woman. She released 2 albums back to back and embarked on 2 tours with plans for another album soon and another tour. In addition, she also launched a perfume, hair care, and whiskey line, and she's literally venturing into every business you can think of. Allegedly, the intense work ethic is driven by a need to reach a financial goal and pressure from her family and team. But she is also working super hard because she is planning her grand escape from her team, her controlling mother, and the influence of her unbearable husband. In simple terms, Beyonce is allegedly putting together her escape plan. Now, I know there have been a lot of conversations about what has been going on with Beyonce, but this time, people are saying that they are certain that something really nasty is actually going on. And there have been quite a few blind items about the entire situation, like this one which said, industry insiders have been whispering about this for a while. If you're wondering why her bodyguard chased after her at the big award show recently, it's because singer has threatened to flee the country multiple times. She's done with the control, the pressure, and the handlers who make every decision for her.
It's too late now, B. You done took that oath. Nah, hey, it's time to pay the piper.
They're afraid she'll leave without notice, and they're right to be. Singer suffers from depression and has unaliving thoughts. Her team sees her as a danger to herself, but what they're really afraid of is losing their cash cow. They've kept her under control for years, but they won't be able to much longer. She's on the verge of rebelling. She's fed up with her mother's control. She's tired of her husband's influence. Based on this, Beyonce doesn't want to work so freaking much anymore. She is exhausted mentally, physically, and emotionally because she's been doing this for decades, and she just wants to relax, rest, and finally live on her own terms. But her team and family won't let her. Allegedly, she didn't even want to do her tour, but she is doing it for 2 reasons: to reach a specific financial goal that will let her escape for good, and because her family and label are pushing her to work while she still can. Apparently, this is why the tickets were so expensive, and this is why she's suddenly diversifying her business moves. This is also why she's quietly buying property outside the U.S. There have also been allegations that lawsuits are coming because her finances aren't adding up and that she's been spending more than she's making, and she's terrified of being trapped in this cycle forever. Basically, Beyonce just wants to slow down, step back, and not have to grind anymore, but the people around her won't let her stop working. But here's the real tea. Apparently, she knows what happened to her idol when he tried to break free, and she's afraid of the same fate. That's why she's quietly making moves, setting up her escape, and ensuring that when she finally disappears, she won't be forced to come back. I mean, this is a lot. So let's break down these allegations a little, starting with her mental state. See, previously, Beyonce spoke about experiencing depression around the age of 19, during a period of change for Destiny's Child, and she mentioned feeling blamed for the band's problems. In addition, there have been crazy reports of what the girls had to go through, courtesy of Tina Knowles, like how Tina would tell the other girls to go out in the sun and get sunbaked, but specifically said that Beyonce should not participate in the sunbaking. And other than making the other girls tan so that that Beyonce could be the lighter-skinned one, apparently Tina also didn't want to work with the darker girls at all. As she was putting pressure on the other girls, she was also putting pressure on Beyonce to be perfect. And this controlling nature went on for years, to the point to where Beyonce allegedly wanted to end it all. So if we're talking about her being depressed now, it's kind of believable. About her finances, Beyonce previously faced a tax dispute with the IRS over approximately $2.9 million in unpaid taxes, interest, and penalties from 2018 and 2019. And the IRS examined her tax returns and identified discrepancies in deductions and unreported income. Well, Beyonce contested these findings in court, and she asserted that the IRS made several erroneous determinations and asked the court to rule that she doesn't owe any additional taxes for the years in question, and to grant any other appropriate relief, including a refund if it finds that she overpaid taxes owed. Now, I'm not sure what her financial situation is, but some sources have reported that she doesn't make as much as people think, which is why she is throwing everything on the wall to see what sticks. About buying property outside the U.S., we've seen her do this, so this is also not news. Only that this time it's being reported that she's buying property as an escape plan. Now, as
Bro, what is that Jay got on, bro? Come on, Jay.
not
Wait a
news.
minute.
Only that
What is this mess that Jay have on, bro? Is you going to play soccer, golf? Oh, what's out? This outfit is saying, I woke up like this. Like Beyonce song said, bro. Dang,
this
Jay.
time, it's being reported that she's buying property as an escape plan. Now, as for how Tina is involved, there have actually been various claims about how Tina forced Beyonce to marry Jay-Z, with one blind even saying recently, this globally adored pop star is widely seen as one of the most powerful and influential women in the world. Her marriage to a rap mogul has long been praised as the pinnacle of black love and empire building. But behind closed doors, it's anything but a fairy tale. What most people don't know is that the superstar never truly wanted this relationship to begin with. In fact, the marriage and even the relationship itself was something she was pushed into by none other than her mother. The superstar was barely 19 years old when the rapper, then in his early 30s, took a keen interest in her. At the time, she was still finding her voice, still figuring out her identity, and unsure about getting involved with a man nearly 13 years her senior. It was also said that insiders say the superstar was hesitant from the beginning. She knew about his reputation, the women, the questionable past, and the power imbalance, and voiced her discomfort to her mother. But instead of supporting her, her mother quickly shut her down. Allegedly, her mother, who had long been managing her career, saw the relationship as a strategic business move. She allegedly told her daughter that being with the mogul would solidify her career and put her on another level, essentially making her untouchable in the industry. The mother was focused on creating an empire and believed aligning her daughter with the rap mogul would do just that. Even when the superstar admitted she wasn't sure she even liked him like that, her mother dissed her. And so, despite her hesitation, the young singer went along with it. But what she didn't know at the time was just how dark her future husband's past was and how it would come back to haunt her. I mean, we've also seen Jay-Z get exposed for a number of things over the years, but Beyonce was just in too deep to leave. So again, it's possible that she may have been forced to stay, but reportedly, she just can't take it anymore. Okay, I also know that there's a lot that's been said about Beyonce as of late, and it's hard to know what's real and what's not, especially when we have other crazy narratives like how she's been living with her bodyguard Julius DeBoer and even plans to escape with him. Now, about the bodyguard, some people have actually even said that they believe Beyonce and Julius have been involved in the past because of some questionable pictures of them together, including one where he was coming out of the hotel behind Beyonce with lipstick on his lips. In fact, allegedly, a few years back, Jay-Z definitely thought that there was and may still be something romantic going on between Bey and Julius. And an insider said that he wanted to fire Julius, but Beyonce said Julius isn't going anywhere. Based on reports, they've become so close in the last couple of months, which is why Julius broke character and visibly celebrated Beyonce's win at the Grammys. Allegedly, during the event, Beyonce showed zero affection towards Jay-Z, but she did make out with her bodyguard though, allegedly. And there have also been lines about how Bey and her bodyguard are going to ride off into the sunset, and you won't see her more than once a year or so out in the wild. In fact, if word on the street is anything to go by, allegedly they have even been spending days continuously together. And it's no longer just random hookups here and there. And these are not my words, guys. These are just things I've seen being said on the internet as of late. Okay? Well, allegedly Beyonce blames her mom for everything because
She, that's Beyonce, bro. It's crazy how she only have one bodyguard. This guy must be a ninja, a sniper, a Navy SEAL, and everything else. One bro. If I was Jay-Z, bro, I would have said, yo, he got to get up out of here. No kizzy. You could look at the chemistry and the energy between those two and tell it's something different. Man, they together all the time, bro. Y'all heard of a work husband and work wife before? Like us low class people have been to jobs, and there are such things called a work husband and a work wife. Come on now.
Because she is the one who apparently forced her to get married when she was very young. And we've covered the timeline of the relationship between Jay-Z and Beyonce a few times, noting that it just never made sense. I mean, Beyonce said in interviews that she was 18 when they first met and 19 when they first started dating. Based on folks who were around back in the day, Jay started hooking up with Beyonce when she was much younger. The age thing aside, when it comes to Bey and Jay-Z, there have also always been endless cheating allegations that go all the way back to 2005 when they were still early into their relationship. And Bey is just tired of it all. She is tired and depressed, according to reports. I mean, at this point, many people are saying that it's actually believable that Beyonce is fed up, not just with her mother, but with her husband as well. According to what most people have observed, you can clearly see in their eyes that Jay-Z and Beyonce are not in love, especially when it comes to Beyonce. It's like she's not really into him anymore, and there's really no spark in her eyes. In fact, many people are of the opinion that when Beyonce is with Jay-Z, they look more like best friends or even siblings. So maybe all these things that are coming up as of late are not just stories. Maybe Beyonce is actually depressed and the endless work is all a plan to secure her finances as she plans to leave Jay-Z and her controlling mother. I don't know, guys. It's already crazy as it stands. But what do you think of all these rumors making rounds as of late about Beyonce? Are they believable? Do you also blame her mother? Is it finally time for her to leave Jay-Z? What do you think is actually happening here? Let me know your thoughts.
Yep. Beyonce is depressed. She's tired. You got the bodyguard on one side asking her, hey, when we gonna leave the country? When you gonna get your divorce? You got Jay-Z on the other side saying he didn't do none of the things that he's been accused of and he's not Diddy's own boy. She got her mom controlling her. Man, the industry trying to still pupper her like crazy. She want out. She want to rest, bro. She's mentally drained, bro. And doing them dance moves and concerts and everything on the jet, off the jet, dancing all them shows. Bro, I could imagine that she's tired, bro. I could imagine, man. That's crazy. But hey, like I said, once you take that oath, it ain't over till they say so. That's crazy.